I'll turn this off. I'll pull this out. I think it might have a difference.
I'm recording anyway.
So yeah, Collingwood versus Carlton. My friend.
Yeah.
He said, and we were laughing at the time. Well, if we win, you'll have to sing the blues. You'll have to sing the Collingwood song on the next podcast.
Oh no.
And I said, yeah, no worries. Okay, no problem. And I've been thinking about it ever since. And I've come up with this. I'm going to do Jeff Porcaro's Rosanna and sing the Collingwood theme song at the same time.
Yeah, well, at least it gives it a bit of class.
Yeah. Ready? We are the Navy Blues. We are the old dark Navy Blues. We're the team that never lets you down. We're the only team on Collingwood knows. Sorry, mate, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Couldn't do it.
No. And
Thought I'd butcher that instead.
fair enough too.
Now I'm going to pull this out. Yeah. See if that makes a difference. Hear me okay?
Yeah, I can. Hear you better now, actually.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it might have a difference, that. So get stuffed.
Two blues drummers, Tim Bircham and the head of the Lewis Young fan club there in Melbourne, Grant Miller.
Yeah, I'm on the board. You
know what? So we were going to do this, was it Saturday night?
Yeah.
I'm pretty glad we didn't. I'm glad I watched the game again. What do you
All
reckon?
right.
Yeah.
What do I reckon?
I was ready to tear them a new one, but after watching the game again, yeah. Well, there's obviously some negatives. We lost the bloody game, but I thought there was a lot of positive stuff too.
Sound like Vossi, mate.
You know, it could have gone either way. I had it in my mind somehow that they just beat us all the way and you know, sort of ran it home with ease, but it was only one bloody kick in it with the last few seconds. And it was an arsey bloody fall of the ball to little mate anyway. Well, there's a couple of Carlton players that could have grabbed the fucking ball or punched it in the other direction, but they didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll say this now.
Mm.
And I would have said it on Saturday night. I will guarantee you Lewis Young will not be playing this week. I can guarantee you he won't be playing.
Am I allowed to say I didn't think he was that bad?
Look, everyone's doing it. No, hang on a minute.
Mm.
That's what they're saying. Now hang on a minute. When the Lewis Young thing comes up. Now hang on a minute, because I've watched a bit of YouTube and bits and pieces. And,
Yeah.
It's like we have to treat Lewis Young like your mate has to have lunch in the car all of a sudden. Come on, he's just a goal leaking machine, and he won't be there. He won't be there next week. They'll put anyone in there, and it doesn't matter if it's a cardboard cutout. It doesn't matter what it is. He won't be there. I can guarantee you. Not that I know him. I don't know anyone, but I can guarantee you. I can tell. I can tell. It's just it can't be. He can't be there. You'd prefer. I prefer I'd prefer a blind Labrador.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, no, he's not that bad. No, he's good. He's good.
He did.
No emotion. No. This is 3 days after the game, and I've watched the game twice.
Oh, have you?
Oh yeah. I'm sticking to my guns.
You watched the replay twice, or you watched on the night?
No. I watched it on the night.
Yeah.
And ranted up and down the hallway.
Oh, I was in a fury.
Like, you're not a fucking top 8 side, rah, 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 doing all that.
Yeah.
Calm down. Watched it the next day, and my wife said, "Oh, you're not watching that, are you?"
Was there fear in her eyes?
No, there was like intention. Like, you're not watching that, are you?
Shut your mouth. Just because they're all doing stuff of domestic violence doesn't mean I support it.
You did it.
I couldn't help it.
I've been like this all week. I've just been like, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
It's not funny.
Don't do it. Don't do it. So I got it all out on my mate on the phone last night. So anyway, she said, "You're not watching that again," and I watched it again in complete calm.
Yeah.
And,
Me too. Me too.
No, it's more than one bloke, obviously. Like, but it's just blindingly obvious to me. Like, talk about structure or you like, or but.
The siren went, I turned the TV off, and I threw the remote control at the other lounge, thinking I can get rid of a bit of rage and it won't go anywhere. And it ricocheted off the cushion onto the arm and into the TV and broke the TV.
No way.
I felt like such a stupid footy yob. Anyway, that was good effort. That was how fucking enraged I was at the whole thing. I didn't want to lose to those turkeys. Oh, you're frozen. You disappeared. Now you're frozen. Ooh. You like the Manhattan Project?
Dropped out.
Yeah, so do.
Internet, The internet's good. Everything's good.
You're still frozen here. What's going on?
Am I?
Oh, well, we'll just keep talking. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Well, that sucks. I've got. Everything's going right. Yep. I don't know what it is, mate. I honestly don't.
I can hear you. We've both frozen, I think.
First.
Ah, yes, the joys of OBS. Oh, okay. Grant Miller has left the building. Is he back?
Oh, you're back.
Yay!
Oh, what happened?
It was like the Manhattan Project.
Wow.
All I know is my underpants are on back to front. I don't know where we went.
Are they?
Maybe it was punishment for making a joke about domestic violence, and I probably shouldn't have.
Ah, could have been. That's what it was. The fact checker.
What do you want to talk about first? Where do you want to go with this?
The game, it was pretty hard won footy. It was I guess I don't know if it was a good game to watch if you were in neutral or not. I'm not sure.
I reckon it would have been, yeah.
Was pretty good. Like crowd was up.
Yeah.
There's plenty of vibe. Like there's always nearly 90,000 there with us two.
Yeah.
Collingwood Carlton.
Sounded like there were more Carlton supporters than Collingwood's.
Although their Collingwood thing, that was loud. Collingwood. The first quarter was pretty good.
Well, I thought we won it. Really, we won that first quarter.
Yeah. It was great.
19 points up at the end of the first quarter, I think.
Yeah. I was pretty confident. Like they came out really well.
Quite a few missed attempts on goal. Pitto and Durden and a few of them missing snaps.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a theme.
And missing set shots. It's a recurring theme, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, and Collingwood did too.
Yeah, they did.
So that saved us.
Yeah.
Because there was a couple right in front of goal. I think Jamie Elliott missed one to the left, and he was right in front of goal, and like they were missing him too. And I was just like, "Ooh, we're still in it. We're still in it."
Yeah, it's funny. Watching it the second time, I've sort of felt that it was. It could have been anyone's game at any time throughout the. We could have put them away in the sort of, last quarter. They could have put us away.
Yeah. Yes, they could have. They could have too. Yeah.
It's a hard one. It definitely. I had. I thought it wasn't as bad. Watching it back, on the night I thought, what the hell, Cunners and bloody Chero's hopeless, and I thought, God, why'd you bring him in? But watching it back, they were all pretty good. They were a little bit, tiny bit rusty, but I thought they were good.
No, I liked that. I just think overall, the people that didn't bob up, that usually bob up, didn't.
I felt Walsh sort of faded away towards after the second half.
Yeah. Even Cripper had a bit of a quiet, compared to his last couple of games.
Well, I was going to say, after being written off all week by certain pretty good commentators, like I listened to Footyology with Rodney Eade and Rowan Connolly, and I listened to. I think the Age one is pretty good with Caro and the gang, and Jake Nile and all those guys. And they were sort of writing off Pendlebury and Sidebottom, like, it's kind of over for him. And both of them really stood up, and Pendlebury was the one that kept Cripps quiet.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did. He's been around a long time.
Yeah.
Not stupid. Yeah, no, they were clever about it. They weren't just they weren't just bullish. They were very clever about the way they. I heard a little bit of a breakdown on how teams are kind of suffocating Wiedering.
Oh, really?
Yeah. To the millimetre, like even when they land on him, they take longer to get up and push on him and weigh down on him and stuff like that throughout the game. So he can't set up as quickly as just all sorts of things. I kind of agree with that, and he needs to take charge back there again. Instead of being a part of a forward line, I think he has to stand up and start delegating, because
there's something.
Yeah, there was some interesting vision where Wiedering was doing more of a tagging thing on Hoskinelli rather than being at the drop of the ball.
Right.
And our less talented defenders were at the drop of the ball, and you know what that means.
Yeah.
Goal.
Right.
So
yeah.
I think there's something in that. They're saying no, it's not about Sard and not having Sard and McGovern. It's not about that. I disagree.
I disagree with that. I think they would have helped us rebound out of the back line. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like we're saying, oh no, they would have kicked 12 goals. It's just that extra bit that they give us, and sometimes a lot that Sard and McGovern give us that they're a part of it. They have to be a part of our 22.
I agree, but at the same time, you think, well, you can't rely too much on players like that. I know,
No, share that shared load.
Yeah.
Within our solid back six, Sard, McGovern, Newman, Williams, Boyd. Who am I missing? Cowan was there.
I thought Cowan was good, to be honest. I think he's a good player.
Yeah, but I'm still. I don't even want to mention his name. He just has no business in there. I don't even know. I don't know how he got through interleague. I just don't know. I don't get it. He doesn't know how to read the ball. He's constantly kicking sideways, and I saw Vossi go spare.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Kept fucking kicking it sideways.
I saw that on the night.
Go forward.
Yeah.
It's just obvious, and it's like, oh, you're picking on him or whatever. It's just like, no, we can't have that. We can't have that mentality.
While we're talking about the back line, I was frustrated with so many of the kickouts being short passes.
Yeah.
Trying to retain.
We couldn't get out.
Just fucking boot it out of there. You know what? One of them later in the game, it might have been Boyd. Might have been someone else. But someone kicked a bloody 60, 65 metre one out, drop punt out, well past the defensive 50 line. Just booted it. I was thinking, well, why didn't you fucking do that all game? Because, they were...
Yeah. We were trapped.
They were trapping us in there, Just get it out. For whatever reason, Wiedering and Young just don't work well together. I don't think it's because... I don't buy into there's tension there. They don't like each other. Because they were talking and joking and having a good time the other night. I just think...
No.
They just don't work together. I can see why they did it, probably to try and... Because they knew that Cox would be drifting into the forward line. I think that's why they wanted Young there.
Height,
yeah.
Height is all he has. And,
Oh, look, mate, you know what? He went in for some really hard contests on the ground, some really good in and under stuff. And he did some good stuff. He just did some dumb stuff where it really mattered. Really mattered. He overran a ball and then did nothing about backing himself up and trying to make up for the mistake, and they got a goal out of it. And then he...
Oh, mate.
And then
it just makes me furious.
He was too far off Cox a couple of times and stuff like that. Yeah.
But those moments with those teams, they're crucial, They're just crucial.
They are.
So I saw him take an incredible mark, a contested mark at half. He was high up the ground, and I don't know what he was doing there, but he took an amazing grab, and I thought, mate, what is wrong? Why can't you have any consistency within 5 minutes of your game? Just put 10 minutes together a quarter. Just put 5 minutes together a quarter. Don't just kick it out and then kick it to sideways. Again, same thing.
You were saying that last week, weren't you? He doesn't like to take responsibility. He just shifts it sideways to someone else. Yeah.
And we were trapped in there a lot. That was we got drained of a lot of minutes being trapped in that arc. They were just all over him.
They did it well. They increased the pressure in sort of last bit of the second quarter.
Yeah, they did
put their pressure through the roof, and what that did, and I think a few teams have done this to us. We go into panic and just chuck ball onto to the boot without looking, or just kick, get a kick out. And because we're so rushed and pressured, it enables their backline to really push up.
Yeah.
And they're right there for the ball, and they're playing ahead of our forwards, and they're right there to take the ball, and then they just rebound it, bang, and off they go.
Yeah, they're so confident with it too.
Yeah, I got to give them credit. They're a bloody good team. I hate them.
Yeah,
but they're a good team.
Yeah. They break your heart.
I'll tell you, in the first quarter, was positive. Was when the I forget who had the kick, but all the forwards went into the corridor and enabled that leading lane out for TDK to come out. I thought that's good.
Yeah, it's kind of there.
It seemed like they were really trying to give TDK as another option too, quite a bit on the night, which I thought was positive. I thought the fact that Charlie got a run and jump at a few balls was really exciting.
I hope they keep going with that experiment.
Yeah.
I hope they keep going with it because I reckon it's going to pay off.
Yeah, I do too.
I like having Pitternet there. I like having him there. You know, I like the plan. That's a good plan. As far as personnel goes.
If I was going to cut us some slack, I think that similar to last year, we're still trying to add elements of the game that we still haven't quite found that balance. And the other thing, I think perhaps we're fatigued. I think they came out openly and said we really flogged them in the preseason to get ready for those first few matches before the bye.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Whereas last year, I think, and I might be wrong, but I think Andrew Russell said he backed off a bit and let them build fitness slower. And that's perhaps why we were a bit rusty for a few games. And I think it's been why a few other teams have been a bit rusty that are now suddenly bloody humming. Like,
yeah.
You could see Collingwood building in and ready for that game. They've been getting better and better as the weeks go on.
Yeah.
And they're humming. Like every bit of their game was pretty impressive.
Yep. Even when McCreary went out, it was just like it just went up a notch.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
And the fact that we got within one kick and we're not playing our best, far from playing our best footy is pretty good effort. If I'm going to cut them some slack.
Yeah. It does. It significantly fucks us on the ladder, though. Okay. Played a good game. We lost, and now we're down amongst. We're getting lower in the middle section of the ladder, and that's not pretty. Like,
where are we on the ladder? Sixth,
eighth.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, Fremantle won.
Yeah, right. They did too. Yeah.
Convincingly. And now we're stuck on the bottom of the 8 with shit percentage. So it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It just doesn't matter that it was a well-fought game because we didn't take 4 points, and now we're on the bottom of the 8, and who knows now? Like we've still got Melbourne and the Swans coming up.
You know what I realised today?
So that's where we're at,
Yeah. I'm going to be rehearsing the night of Sydney Swans and Carlton. I can't go down to the game. Bloody devastated.
Mate. Can't you just buy a...
I'm tempted to just go.
Just say you've got gastro. Oh...
I'll say I've got COVID. My cousin won't come anywhere near the place. He's playing keyboards.
Walk in without a mask and just start coughing and just touching everything. Play a few chords on his keyboard. Oh, sorry, mate, I forgot.
I'll tell you a few worrying things. What a few negative things.
Can I just generalise again before we
Of
go
course,
into
go for it.
specifics?
Yeah.
Retreating backwards, constantly handballing backwards in stoppages.
Yeah.
Just going back, chaining back. That's got to stop.
Yeah.
And that's what I think why Voss was just going fucking crazy on the bench.
Yeah.
Because we were going nowhere. We'd win a tap out and we'd get back,
Yes.
handballing back. We've got these chains that should be going forward. They've made it an art form to go backwards.
Yeah.
Like, and I did say on the night in my tirade,
Yeah.
we're beyond this shit. We're beyond this crap. Because we were supposed to be like, that was last year, and it was like, yeah, okay. But, we're supposed to be beyond these milestones now.
Yeah.
Now we're working on these milestones again.
Mm.
And it's like, that's why it's frustrating. When do you put the foot down and go, fuck it? Like, we're going now.
Yeah.
We're not going backwards.
Yeah.
When do you put the foot down and compare? Like, just, mean it.
Well, where's the pressure gone? I mean, they were Collingwood were hunting in packs, man. They were suddenly, one bloke would be tackled by three guys.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and quickly too. They didn't stream in. It was just boof.
Yeah.
That's what you got to be. That's what you have to do.
Yeah. I still think we need some mongrel. There's just not enough mongrel in this team.
Yeah.
I
don't see any reason why they're not playing like a going forward. I don't see any reason. They've got so much talent. They've been a solid unit together now for quite a long time. The rebuild is over. It's like we should be connecting now. We should be really connecting, offensively and defensively.
Well, you know what? I was going to say that watching it on Friday night, the halftime break said everything. It cut to a shot of us, with the coach addressing the players in the dressing room. On the, the bleachers, they do the big G up talk or whatever.
Yeah.
Our lot looked about as happy as a bunch of bastards on Father's Day. And
having a ball.
They looked really serious and just scared, and Vossi's fucking...
Oh, was he really?
Yeah, and then they cut to the Collingwood rooms, and mate, they're all at ease and laughing, and but not in a... Just in this gentle confidence thing. Confident. And then it cut. Yeah. Then it cut to the huddle.
Yeah.
And mate, Darcy Moore's geeing them up, and they're all invested. Yeah. They're all in the huddle.
Yeah.
Then it cut to a shot of bloody TDK, and I think Harry or Charlie, I can't remember who he was with, and they're laughing, and I was thinking, oh, we're not going to lose this because these guys just don't give a fuck. And it was summed up today. I was listening to Ian Prendergast. I like that one, and he was basically saying the worst thing is Carlton just don't look as invested in the rivalry as Collingwood are. Collingwood want to beat us, and we couldn't have given a fuck.
Yeah,
and that's that's really disturbing for me.
Well, it does because it goes back. It goes back so far.
Yeah,
and they're connected to that history. And we're not.
Yeah.
Even Dacos's old man is doing this.
Oh, that gave me the shits.
Because it's Carlton.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That's right. Yeah.
That's what they did to us. I don't care if it was a goal. That was really. It was more than that. They beat us by more than a goal.
Mm.
They beat us around the ground. They beat us all over the place.
They just had more spirit. If we had a bit more spirit, we would have won that game. We're a better team. I'm still convinced we're a better team, actually.
Well, that's why it's frustrating. That's why it's frustrating because you buy into it because they are good, and then they're just fart assing around, and you go, well, that shits me.
Yeah.
When I see Charlie just cracking up, and um, like I don't even know. Like maybe they should just put him down back again, and just start another, just for a couple of weeks, just to start another experiment because there's I just start. I don't know. He has some patches, and they tried to talk it up on the TV, like, oh, he's so hard to play against because he has these spurts every now and again, but then he does nothing for 10 minutes, and it's like,
well, yeah, you got to wear that.
That's
one.
not. That's not real good, is it?
Yeah.
So, and you see other forwards zigzag, like we've talked about, zigzagging in and out, running backwards, forwards, trying to create space,
and how many fumbles again?
How many
fucking fumbles?
I wouldn't connect Charlie and Harry anymore. It's just like, no, these guys they're on a different level. It's not Harry and Charlie anymore. It's just Harry. Isn't it? Because Charlie's just kind of.
I think he's capable of more. I think he's definitely capable of more. And you know what? I watched him bloody outrun and run down Isaac Quaynor on Friday night.
So, he can do it.
And Isaac Quaynor's fucking speedy.
Yeah, I know. He's really hard to tackle.
So the fact he did that, if he puts his mind to it, he can fucking be a much different player.
He can, and he kicked that beautiful inbound kick to Cotterill. That was beautiful.
Yeah, and the beautiful turn and go he kicked to Harry.
The one-on-one contest.
The one-on-one contest. Yeah.
But you need more. You need more than 3 good kicks.
Yeah.
And a mark.
Yeah.
He's our. Well, that's one of our main targets. Harry's working his arse off.
He has from day dot with this season, right from the practice matches. Yeah. He's been working his ass off. George Hewitt's working his ass off. He was in everything on Friday night. And sure, he got run down. He made a couple of boo-boos, but fucking hell, you couldn't fault his effort and his desire. He's in everything.
After the third time he got run down, I was just like, mate, I'm sorry. You just fucking, what are you doing? I know it's loud. But what do you think, that you're just going to stroll out of the middle?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Even Cripper got ran down. It's just like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Run down by Pendlebury too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in the under 9s, it's like, you're hot. You're hot.
Yeah, I know. Lewis Young. Yeah, I know.
Lewis Young?
Yeah, I know I'm hot. A lot of people down on Williams. I thought Williams was okay. Thought he had not a bad game.
He's kind of like a crazy rabbit sometimes, isn't he?
Yeah.
Look,
you bring back McGovern and Sard and Williams' strengths will,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot to put on the back line.
Yeah.
Having such an absence.
Once again, I reckon it was the midfield that lost the game for us.
And that was that was my bad call too. I was like, put Williams on Elliott, and then after the game I was like, oh no. And then they switched Boyd onto Elliott, which was a much better lineup.
Well, I don't know why they didn't do that in the first place, because last week, against GWS, bloody Boyd took Toby Green out of the game completely.
Yeah.
So why the fuck didn't they do that again?
I don't know. I
The
don't know.
coaches
I
are
was
the
thinking,
coaches are just as responsible on this loss. They no plan B,
yeah.
bad selection, bad
Yep.
bad
Yep.
positioning, all sorts of
Kennedy
stuff.
on the bench was
Yeah,
was rubbish.
yeah.
Like, he's part of the 22. I can't stand that. Like, no, he's not just a midfielder. It's like, oh, we've got plenty of that style of player. It's like, no, you don't. He's different. He's different to Hewitt and he's different to Cripps. He has different abilities, and we need that variety. As marginal as it might be, I know he is kind of bullish and a midfielder or whatever, but he's great down back. He's great up forward. He runs hard.
He can burst.
I don't know.
He's not very fast over 100 metres, but he can burst out of stoppages and clearances quickly.
Yeah,
somehow.
Yeah, make a difference.
And he's a strong bastard. He's fucking big.
Yeah.
I still don't know why he wouldn't put him in the forward line and swap back and forth with Cripps. I don't know why he wouldn't do that. But what else was I going to say? I mean, Chincotta was pretty good.
I thought he did well.
I thought Cunningham...
I thought Cowan and Chincotta did well.
They did, yeah.
I thought they scrapped like crazy.
Cunningham and Chera were, obviously a bit rusty, but good, considering that's their first game back in, 4 weeks or something.
Yeah, Chera is a strange... he's a strange one.
On the replay, he
did do well,
stuff.
Yeah. No, on the replay, he did do well.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of in the moment, it's kind of like you don't notice him, but he was involved. Yeah.
And that was a tricky handball that Cunners received, and he had to fumble it and get control of it, all the while trying to outrun his opponent, which he did. And then he
was that when the handball went to his knees?
Yeah,
and the handball chain. It looked like we were out. It looked like we were out, and he handballed it right to his knees and his calves, and it was like, oh fuck, done.
Yeah, our skill. What's going on with our skills? We're so fucking nervy and fumbly. It just drives me insane.
That wasn't even a hard handball. Like, he was running forward,
in
the normal motion, and he just went to his knees. Like, I don't.
Well, no, late in the game, I think it was fourth quarter. He took a really nice. He took a tricky handball he was fumbling and outrunning his opponent. It was sort of on the wing, and then he delivered the ball beautifully inside 50s.
Yeah,
he's pretty classy.
Yeah,
we need someone
just
like
those
that.
Moments. I just don't understand those fades of when the simplicity of it just gets fucking butchered.
Did they run him through the mids at all?
Well,
I don't think they did.
I recall him coming. I recall him coming from half back. Is that right?
I think he was playing half forward flank, but he...
Was he?
Yeah, but I'm just thinking now, why didn't they put him through the middle a little bit? Because he's bloody classy and got a bit of go about him.
He's quite tough too.
Can be.
Yeah.
I tell you, Elijah Hollins in the first quarter showed really good composure to take control of a ball and then get a handball out over the top, which did it result in a goal? I can't remember.
I'm fairly sure I remember him doing a couple of really good things. I didn't write them down. Didn't write anything down.
I did. I wrote a few things down, but I haven't written.
But Hollins, and then he kind of went quiet in the second half, which is probably a few of them did. A few of them sort of went quiet in the second half because Collingwood were just involved in the second half. Like, I don't know, they were just like they were invested in it.
In the second half, though, Hollins got given a handball down around his bloody shins.
That may be the one I'm talking about.
Which he picked up. He got it, like beautiful skills, and then just launched this left-handed 35-metre handball. I thought, man, this kid, if he I hope he can keep building because he will be bloody good.
Quite special. Little bit of X factor there.
They did put him through the middle a couple of times.
Yeah, he's good. Like, I prefer him in than out. Let's say that, you know.
I guess so. I'd still like him to do a bit more, but yeah. I would say that about a few players. I just want more from them. More.
Well, Cottrell was quiet too.
He was quiet.
Even though he kicked a goal.
Yeah.
You know, and in hindsight, you know, I understand that Ollie's didn't get a game, and I was okay with it. I was like, well, we'll be right, you know. And in hindsight, I'm just like, oh shit, maybe we needed his speed.
Oh, definitely, and his work rate.
Yeah, because Akers.
Akers was great.
Akers is always solid, you know, but he needs some balance.
Yeah.
There needs to be someone else, and I don't think Cottrell gave him that.
No,
He would have been on the other wing. I'm assuming Cottrell.
He was. Yeah, they listed him as starting forward and Cunningham on the wing, but
yeah,
I was thinking, no, they must mean the other way around, and yeah, it was.
So they dropped Kennedy and Ollie's. That was a bad error.
And Kemp,
wasn't it?
And Kemp.
And
when Cox took a mark, Hodgie said, "This is when you need someone to come over the top and spoil," because he's one out with someone, and
yeah.
And I was thinking, like fucking Kemp.
Yeah, I agree.
Why did they drop Kemp? Kemp, he's been great.
Well, I don't know, but I see what they were getting from Chincotta.
I do too. I'm not saying
I get it.
Yeah.
But I would have see, for me, I know the height thing is an issue, but I would have got in hindsight. No, I would have put Kemp in and got rid of Lewis. And then had Cowan, Kemp, and Chincotta, was it? Was he
Chincotta.
on the back pocket? And then
I don't know.
Newman.
No, he's probably
maybe he was half.
He probably would have been there, sort of covering facade, wouldn't he? Or was Cowan in the?
Cowan was deep in the pocket, I think.
Yeah, I think Cowan plays in the back pocket. So Chincotta would have been half forward, I think. They were probably hoping for a bit of run and rebound from him.
So you've got Wiedering you could have put in the square, and then you've got Newman on maybe at the other half back.
Newman played a blinder. Newman was fucking
great. Yeah. So I reckon, take Lewis Young out. It doesn't matter about height because he doesn't do anything with it anyway. Like, he's not effective.
He wasn't that bad. Oh, you're frozen. See, you're being punished tonight. Yep, the fact checkers struck again, Grant. You're off. You've gone. Yeah, I think Chincotta did a fantastic job on Bobby Hill, and I think that probably most of his night was taken up just purely defensively. We didn't get much of a chance to run off halfback, which they were probably hoping for. Grant's not even in the screen. There is his screen. He's not there. Hey.
Is this the? No, it's the modern tech in this house, mate. When you put the microwave, thing shuts down.
Right.
So I checked, and the microwave's on. So that's another 2 minutes, they said. So.
Oh man.
Bloody hell.
Well, I can hear you loud and clear, and I can see you on.
Anyway.
I can see you, but I can't see you on OBS for some reason, which means we can hear you but can't see you at the moment. I was just saying
But
when
I'm
you
not
were.
there.
I was just saying when you dropped out, Chincotta. They were probably
Yeah.
hoping for some runoff half back, but Chincotta was most of his night was just doing purely defensive stuff, and to his credit, he kept Bobby Hill fairly quiet.
Yeah.
Fairly quiet.
Yeah.
Newman,
Yep.
I think Newman played an absolute
so-
blinder. Newman always gives everything he's got. I really like that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Big fan.
Yeah.
Big fan. His brother plays down the road. In Mornington.
Right.
He's the captain coach.
Oh no, he's been microwaved. Grant is currently being microwaved by his family. Oh, you're back. No, he's still being microwaved. He's frozen in some sort of weird... It's been frozen in some sort of weird Manhattan project due to the microwave. Probably 5G's involved as well. Oh, there he is. No, I heard you breathing.
Yeah. And now,
Well, there you are. I can hear you.
oh, fuck.
Your vision's frozen, but anyway.
Okay.
So,
What was that?
that was my
Can you
alarm
hear
to
me
tell
yet?
me to take the
See me
flight.
yet?
Huh? Yeah, I can, yeah. You can talk for a minute. I'm going to duck out for 1 sec.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to plug this in. Wait for the bang. Pop, pop. Oh, come on. Ooh.
Riveting live TV there for a minute.
I was trying to play something and
Yeah, I can hear that.
yeah, so next team selection,
Yeah.
Kemp in, Kennedy in,
Mm-hmm.
keep Chincotta and Cunningham. I don't know who's coming in.
Well, I think they were talking...
Ossie was talking absolute bullshit in the conference. There's no Jack Martin.
Yeah,
Nowhere near it.
he did say that.
Nowhere near it. All of these players he mentioned and nowhere near it. So I was thinking, hang on a minute, aren't they 2 to 3 weeks out?
Gov's right for next week, though, isn't he?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'll go on the traders thing and have a look because they had some ins and outs there. But yeah, these guys that he was talking about coming in, they're not there. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, look, you can only hope that we suddenly click into gear in the next few games and get a few soldiers back and, start to really fire up and play some good footy. Akers was fantastic. Last line of defence at times. Worked his ass off the whole time.
Always.
Yeah. Loves a bit of argy-bargy. Stirred up that little twerp Schultz. He looks like some bloody 19th century chimney sweep or bloody Yorkshire miner or something they've pulled. Don't you reckon? Yeah, mate, have a run. We'll give you 11 children some food and a bottle of whiskey once a month. Oh yeah,
it's a me.
All right, I'm in.
It's a me, Mario.
Stupid little face. I can't stand him.
This is funny, this page. Some of the things that disappear and appear on here. But yeah, I don't think any of those players he mentioned are coming back in. If they do, great.
I think Gov is possibly right for next week. Possibly.
Well, then we know what that's going to look like, which will be instantly better.
Hey, I wonder if this might sound a bit out there, but I wonder if obviously Tom Mitchell, he couldn't have played anyway. He's got plantar fasciitis. He's been hobbling around the ground for the last couple of weeks. Maybe DeGoey, I don't know. Did they pull those guys in the knowledge that we'd think, oh yeah, easy, good. We're a great midfielder. We got this sorted. I reckon my biggest struggle with Carlton is I reckon they just bloody rest on their laurels and believe their own bullshit too quickly.
Well, yeah, that's how it looks. That's what sort of team they look like. I mean, you could build a beautiful Hollywood highlight reel from their their dashing looks and their incredible, attempts at marking. But when it comes down to actually just knuckling down and grinding it out, it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
We're not that team, and we probably were in the 70s or maybe the 80s. But now,
well, they need to find it. That's what I mean. They needed to find a reason to play for the jumper on Friday night, and they fucking didn't. They weren't hard enough at all.
No. Yeah, it's kind of like last season a bit, and everyone's going, because you can't say anything. You can't say anything negative about anything because it's like, oh no, you can't say that. But it's like it is. It's the same. I'm not saying that we're going to necessarily drop out of the 8, but to give ourselves the best possible chance at winning a grand final, you need to finish. You got to be, you got to be bottom line 3rd and 4th. You have to be. Otherwise, you're jetting off everywhere like we did last year. So we saw what happened last year.
Yeah.
And we're seeing what's happening this year, and there's a parallel there because of the draw. But what are you going to do? I mean, eventually you're going to come up against these teams once or twice. You can't just get better within your own system. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, we're going to go to work on that. It's like, okay, well, you go to work on that, but against who? Like, what are you getting ready for the other team's plan, or like if you're just getting ready within your own ecosystem?
Yeah.
Then you're not pushing out.
Yeah.
You're not working forward.
Yeah,
you're just
right.
getting shit together in your own little thing, in your own clique. Other sides are doing their homework.
Absolutely.
And they're going, well, how do we stop Wiedering? Well, just fucking lay on him 10 seconds extra and pretend that, you're trying to get up and you put your elbow into his... do all that. Play and like even Voss said, when it gets to tight games, it's all about the little things. It's the little things. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
It is about Walsh having his direct opponent in the last 2 minutes. It is about that.
Or
It's like, we don't want to name any names.
Chera grabbing the ball when they were all 3 or 4 Carlton players were fumbling it right at that last play.
Yeah.
And then somehow got punched out into the path of Nick Dacos. I mean...
Oh, it's begging for someone like that to run through, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you got the jumble ball, it's begging for a talented guy to just read that ball.
Yeah.
And it's not the first time they've done it to us. It's like, this is not, like, oh, we nearly had it. It's like, this happens to us, to Melbourne, to Collingwood, to who else did we play? Another top team. It's the same, but we were down in personnel and we only lost by a goal. It's like, yeah, we did again.
And I mean,
we nearly got to a grand final.
Adelaide and Collingwood, so, okay, they've got a great centre midfield, but they're a little bit slow. So what do we do? Okay, well, Adelaide put fucking Rankin in there, who's speedy as anything, and just blitzed it out of there.
Yeah.
And then Collingwood whacked Dacos in there.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Pendlebury is stepping up and nullifying Cripps for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
And Lipinski had a great game through the middle. So did the debutant Sullivan that kicked the goal.
Yeah.
He tried to get all tough and argy-bargy with Cripps and bounced off him. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
And Cripps didn't even.
He
was like, didn't even.
He just ran through him.
Yeah, he didn't even what was that?
He just jogged through him.
Yeah. Didn't even invoke any sort of response. He was like, you bounced off me, you idiot.
I couldn't give a shit about that fucking Sullivan goal. I was just like, yeah, whatever, mate. I mean, if I was a Collingwood supporter, it would have been like, oh shit, we've lost McCreary. Like, I wouldn't have been going, yeah, Sullivan.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. McCreary is starting to get on my fucking nerves a bit.
He's good though.
Yeah, but he's starting to get a bit argy-bargy and do the tough guy thing. And, I was thinking, oh, well, it annoys me when we don't respond to it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I mean, at least Owies started a bit of a scrap with his spirit and giving it to him. He sucked in,
When he buried his own head into the ground and went, fuck you.
Hey, did you hear Maynard going off at the ref? He's like, oh, fucking fuck this and fuck you and fuck. No dissent. He can say anything.
I don't think it was Maynard. It was the guy, the blonde guy.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
He was going off his bloody head. I was thinking, well, how's that not dissent?
You could hear it through the microphone.
Yeah.
And one of the commentators said like, well, like along the lines of, well, Owies might have buried his head into the ground, but at least the dissent rules disappeared.
That's I heard that. Yeah, that was funny. It was like, yeah.
He was cut off. And poor Zach Williams, like, he was getting Elliot's sneaky, right? He was grabbing Zach, throwing him away, and then running at the contest.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Williams had put his arm over and it happened twice. And the third time it happened, he just went, what am I supposed to do? He's grabbing my fucking jumper.
Yeah. And
I thought, you poor bastard.
Richo or Hodgie pointed out the hypocrisy later on because he's going, oh, well, I forget who got held like that. And they're going, well, Williams got penalised for it. Why aren't Collingwood being penalised for it?
Yeah.
There was a tackle in the middle of the ground. I think it was Lipinski bloody threw the ball away and that was somehow missed. And that Noble kid, same thing. Yeah, some of the umpiring was very, very poor.
Well, Harry had Thingo in a bloke in a headlock at one stage. I'm not meaning it.
Charlie was completely blocked in a contest, and he's going like this, putting his arms out.
Yeah.
No free. Cripps, same thing. Cripps got held, and Cripps is going.
Yeah.
No free.
Getting dragged off the ball.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Well,
bloody Edward Norton and that stupid man-child-looking umpire with that man-child face. He looks like a bloody Warner's Brothers cartoon character or something.
Well, he just needs Mel Blanc to give him a voice.
Yeah.
I looked at.
Did you hear Richo and BT going talking about he's from Tassie, and isn't he, Richo? Yeah, he's from so region. Lots of great players come from there, BT. And he goes, oh, like who? He goes, I forget who he said. Alistair Lynch was one of them. And
Couple of them.
BT goes, well, that's two so far. And he goes,
He said, I
could go all day if you want. Oh, they're a couple of likeable rogues, aren't they?
I actually enjoyed their commentary. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I did too.
I had to pick up my son from work, and I had to switch it onto the radio, and it was Triple M, and it was the worst. The worst. It was what's his name, Darcy, and a couple of other blokes, and they were just talking about something else.
Right.
Like something else, and the game was like frantic, and it was on, like, and Carlton were on, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm driving along, and I'm like, and they're like just joking about something that happened the other day, you know. And you could hear in the background the footy getting kicked around, and I'm thinking, what the fuck is happening in this game?
Yeah.
It was just, and I just fucking all the way there and all the way back. I missed like a couple of really good plays from the Blues.
Yeah,
Triple M was garbage.
The positive of the first quarter is we probably part way into the second as well. I know for a fact, first quarter we were killing it in the clearances, but we got most of our goals from turnover. So that's kind of positive in, you know, that the clearance game was humming along, but also the turnover game was working pretty well as well. It's just a credit to the way they cut out our game, you know. Good coaching.
Yeah.
Good coaching.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. Very good. Very good. And, you know, they've just got to go forward.
Yeah.
This running backwards shit, it does not work. They're playing defensive footy. We've seen it. We've talked about it before. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know, sure you might overrun the ball every now and again, and you might get something kicked on you on the turnover. You might, but if your back line's solid, you should be able to play with confidence and just fucking go forward.
That's Collingwood's game.
Just constantly.
That's Collingwood's game. They're willing to take that risk.
Yeah.
And you get a couple of goals out the back like we did, like for Cotterill and for someone else. TDK.
TDK ran into a goal. Yeah.
So but they're willing to. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, well good. But they're willing to take that risk and take the game forward.
Yeah. And they're not like, you know, teams like that. It's like, oh, we just got a goal kicked on us. They're just like back in the hunt again. They switch back on like it's nothing. You know. We get like depressed for 2 minutes or so, you know, before we kick into gear again. Like, oh shit, they kicked a goal.
I thought we were good. We're the best.
I thought, you know, like Kingy said I was the top number one wingman in the fucking comp.
Hey, Charlie kicked a goal and he's talking to I think was it Harry and someone else. I wrote it down. Hang on. This was a classic. You go. And I've got to set it up properly. Hang on, where is he?
Okay.
Hang on. Oh, Jack Crisp. Bloody tackled in the middle. They gave him bloody 5 hours to get rid of the ball. And there was a lot of frees went missing for us. I will say that.
Yeah, I didn't look. I can't say I noticed that as much. Not like the week before, but yeah, I didn't see that much. I guess I just count it. I count it as part of the game now. Like just ridiculous umpiring is set into the set into the system. You know.
Yeah. Look, you can't You can't
everything
use
they
it.
try and stamp out, another thing sprouts up. It's just, yeah. We'll be taking the hanger out of the game soon, mate. We know hangers.
There's kind of not
Yeah.
many hangers now anyway. They're
Jamie Elliott, I think Jamie Elliott, didn't he take it?
Yeah, he took one on
took a
Anzac
hanger.
Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of used his hands a little bit. I never like to see people, even if it's to guide themselves, and I still don't like. I reckon it's cheating.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's not a legitimate hanger.
Harry kicked a goal, and he's in conference with I think it was Harry and TDK, and he's like, tell him we need to do this and that, and his eyes are darting back and forth to the replay, watching.
Look at it.
It's like, mate, this is part of the problem. Just fucking get on with it. Get into it.
Lewis said, if I went to his barber, he'd fix that little patch there. Anyway, sorry, mate. What was that, TDK? Yeah, I'll be here. I'm all right. Go on.
I'm in the goal square. You guys go and do stuff, yeah. No, look, he got moving. Charlie's game was okay. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know how to rate his game anymore because there's the myth and there's the myth about Charlie, and then there's just watching him play it. The two things don't even kind of level up. It's like apparently he's athletic and he's ahead of in the Coleman and he's this and that, and then you watch him and he's just like jogging around.
He's ahead in contested marks inside 50. He's the leader.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
That's bullshit.
Well,
that's got to be rubbish.
Well, this is why stats don't really interest me all that much, because I think they're...
It's got to be gum. I've seen so many games this year, and he is definitely... Tex Walker takes more marks than him. It's rubbish. That's got to be garbage. But, yeah. Charlie. I haven't seen him taking it. I've seen him take one grab. Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's been 8 games now. I think I've seen him probably take 2 grabs.
Right.
No. On the lead, sorry.
On the lead.
Yeah, on the lead. Yeah.
Well, they pointed out at one point that Collingwood were putting a guy behind him and a guy in front of him.
Yeah.
So the guy behind, obviously, for the contested, and the guy in front of him to block his run at a lead and mark. So,
well, it sounds like they did the same thing up at the back end with Wiedering.
Yeah.
Like they prepared for this shit.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
They're just humble enough to look at the opponent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wifey's home.
We're on air, love.
Hey. We never supported no domestic violence stuff.
Can you sort that out, mate?
I'll give you 2 choices: forehand or backhand. Shit, it's not funny, Grant. I can't believe you're making jokes about that.
Well, it wouldn't have fucking happened if you'd sorted it out. I wouldn't be joking about it. No fucking joke to me. Put your foot down.
Anyway, now we face Melbourne, who looked fucking good against Geelong.
They're a funny team, aren't they? They either look terrible or they look like geniuses.
Yeah.
So I don't know which one's going to turn up. I'm probably stupid. I reckon we're a chance because anyone could turn up.
I think they're going to go extra.
Could have a quiet one.
I think they're going to go extra hard at us because of the loss in the prelim last year. Prelim? Final.
Didn't they beat us by a point?
No, we beat them.
Didn't Cozzy
That was the
Fucking
year
nailed
before.
us.
We beat them last year in the finals.
Oh, right.
So I think they're going to go extra
I'm
hard.
still, yeah. Oh, yeah, they've got a good team. They've got a really good list.
And they fixed a lot of their problems.
Yeah.
They're kicking nicely into the forward 50. The forward line's looking better.
Yes, and the back line is killer.
Oh, great back
Killer.
line. Yeah.
We're going to struggle actually,
We're going to
because
struggle.
their forward line, their small forwards are just, man, everything that you would love to have in a team in a small forward. Yeah, they've got it.
Yeah, they do.
Even though I can't stand them.
Yeah, me too. Oh, I don't mind
Yeah.
Bailey Fritsch. He's not bad. He's all right. That was an amazing goal from the boundary.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, shit. Yeah, they couldn't do anything wrong. I don't think I watched that game. No, I went to sleep. That's right.
Okay.
Because I remember you messaging me.
I'll tell you
You
what.
sorted it out?
Yeah. I don't have to. I'll just give her a look, mate.
He just gives me that look, and I know.
What was I going to say? I tell you what annoyed me the other night. Bloody Pitto and TDK continually trying to grab it out of the
Oh, it's a thing, isn't
ruck
it?
and
Yeah.
throw. It's like, yeah,
it's
okay,
a
that
thing,
works here and there, and
sometimes
it's a
it
good
works.
thing. But every time, you're going to do it every fucking time.
No, yeah. It worked a couple of times, and then it was like, no. Yeah, it worked. Yeah, a couple of times they ran it out of there. That was funny, actually. Yeah, so I don't know what else to talk about. Like, there wasn't any real. It was just horrible. One of those horrible Carlton Collingwood games.
Biggest concern for me
Yeah,
was
that
the
was-
lack of spirit and effort. That was. I don't
Yeah.
mind losing, but when you lose and you're not going in for the contest, and you're not applying the same pressure, and you're folding under their pressure, and
Yeah.
you're
Then
not.
you start to fumble. Then they start fumbling and fucking around. And of course,
They've been fumbling for bloody weeks.
I know.
They won't
I
just
know.
settle down and grab the ball. Just calm down.
Yeah.
Slip a bit of Valium in there.
Bit of
Valium.
bit of adult ecstasy.
Yeah. Jeez, I feel really good and relaxed. Well, I wonder why. I don't know. Cripper? Who knows? Bit of angry sauce. Oh, yeah.
Listen, I think I've tracked down your mate.
Well, hang on. We need a segment. I realised today we need a segment, and it is supporter of the round. And
I didn't get any. I didn't get any good ones.
this is cheating a
Give
bit
us-
because I got it from the replay.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, I saw that one. I saw that one.
That one had me scrambling for my phone on Friday night. I missed it.
My phone's full of shots of the couch. Well, I got a few. Well, look, can we do some in retrospect? Since we've just introduced this segment, can we just show some in retrospect?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, that's a good idea because I got some good snaps of the Port Adelaide crew back.
well, yeah, I've got ones from Port Adelaide. Okay.
Well, hang on. What about? Wait, look. What about this one?
Now there's a couple of spec savers. Okay, now was from Gather Round.
Oh, yeah.
That's Gather Round.
That was a beauty.
Yeah. Now, I have another one. Oh yeah. Now this was from the Adelaide game. Oh, I showed the Tom Morgans one. There was a couple from the Adelaide game that I was impressed with.
Yep, nice. Nicely snapped.
And keys. Keysy.
Wow. Well done.
Yeah. There's a couple of chins there.
Was that snapped live?
Yeah, that was off the TV. Yeah, I did your trick. I had it on Zoom, just sitting next to me. Bang.
It keeps it interesting, doesn't it?
Have you got any others? Because I've got another segment that we can do. Is that we've tracked down your mate that has lunch in the car.
I mean, my brother and I have been enjoying the man hands of. I won't say who it is, but a bit man-handish.
Is it?
No, well, not so. We won't mention names.
No mention.
No.
All right. Well,
but once you've seen it, you can never unsee it.
Yeah. She's got a. That's a. Yeah.
God, I've got a lot of crap in my phone. I tell you what.
So have I. Do you want to see some? Do you want to see some of the weirdest clouds that I've ever seen?
Yeah.
I'll show you this. This will blow you away. I was at work one day and I looked up and I swear there was no planes around, right? And that came out of the sky.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I'm not even like a UFO person, but that was like, wow.
Pretty strange.
Yeah. That's a pretty amazing formation.
Yeah.
Don't know what's going on there. But
I think Kenny's starting to look like Emperor Palpatine from Star Wars. Young Skywalker. Young Skywalker.
He's an easy target, isn't he? I'll tell you what. Bevo's a bit of an easy target.
Oh, Bevo.
I watched that 6-minute rant that he did against that Fox journalist the other day. A couple of years ago, remember that? And he got stuck into that.
All right, I'll stop now.
Was that Collingwood?
Yep.
Oh, beautiful. Now, I've tracked down your mate.
No, sorry, that was the Adelaide game.
Was it?
Well, there's an Adelaide jumper in front of them, so yeah, maybe it was.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I've got to share all these.
He's respectable. Oh.
Oh yeah, and those two.
Oh, that one, yeah. That looks like Paul Denyer.
So that's our first official segment that we're going to introduce on Two Blues Drummers.
It's called
Supporter of the Round.
Crowd surfing. Now, shut up. Now,
what do you got for us?
I found your mate who used to have lunch in the car, right? And he's still a protected species. Hang on. I can't get it. I can't get it.
Tilt it to your right a bit more. Yeah, now in a bit. No, other way. Tilt it the other way, sorry. Bit more.
Oh, I just can't.
You nearly got it. There it is. Josh.
This bloke?
Tracy.
Yep.
Who is he?
He's a forward for Fremantle.
Right.
That in the press conference, the Fremantle coach said he's complaining to the AFL because he got extra treatment. I think because he's a young fellow, he just thinks that they think that everyone can just push him around. And I've made complaints to the umpires about it. He's a very good player.
Mr. Personality, that coach, isn't he?
He's very talented. He's a very good player, and I think the only way they think they can get at him is because he's a slight build and they can push him around.
Wow, who would have thought?
In football. And then the Richmond Uze said, "What? Extra attention?" He said, "Well, yeah, right. Well, that's called football. So if that's extra attention, then." You have to explain that one.
That's Hodgie watching in that ad. I just find that the weirdest ad. Have you seen it? They have it in Melbourne.
Oh, that's that ad. Yeah, I've seen it once. Yeah, it's a corporate ad, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that was a great goal.
Corporate.
Now tell me, what are your goals?
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Hodgie.
Tell Uncle Hodgie. Why's your hand on my thigh, Hodgie? Uncle Hodgie?
That's one of my goals. Let me tell you my goals.
Oh, I'm looking at him.
There should be a goal round. I'll tell you what. Oh no, I can't show that.
Mate, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go shortly.
Oh, I'm just starting to get going.
I know.
Oh,
we're getting to the fun bits of the program.
Yeah, the best bits.
Oh, look, we've done the usual.
I think we covered everything.
Smashing of political correctness. Went above and beyond this week. Probably get hate
really
mail.
Hit a nerve.
Hate mail.
Really hit a nerve. Yeah, like I like the message. Were they really loved?
Yeah, that's right. All the women that we've lost were loved. I was thinking, no, I bet you a couple weren't. You know,
couple.
It's probably someone somewhere going, nah, she fucking deserved it. She was a cunt.
Best fucking day of my life.
She was always hitting him. He just finally snapped. Well, I don't blame him for nothing. I reckon there'll be at least two that weren't loved much.
Oh, there's got to be. I've seen a couple in my time.
But we know what they're trying to say.
No love. Posse didn't give a speech.
Nah. I wonder if Fossey's... I don't know. After watching McRae's approach, I was thinking, is Fossey maybe a bit too authoritarian or something? They look...
I'm not. I'm kind of on the... we might get... This might get too political, but... when we enter into that, arena, when sports enters that arena, there's going to be all sorts of questions, because it was like everyone's obligated now, before they do their presser, they have to, show their support for the AFL initiative or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm scrolling through and I'm looking at everyone's presses. And Vossi's was just like, fucking straight into it. Yep, questions. All the others are grovelling.
I suspect that, like last year, he's confused them to the point where they're sort of a bit. I don't know if they're a pressure team or a transition team or what are they. To be honest, I reckon I reckon
I don't know what to ask.
Yeah. Whatever he said, whatever happened down at Ed's place, they need to go back down to Ed's place.
Back down there.
Catch a few waves and have a few buds.
Make a mix. Get the spice bowl out.
Now tell me, what are your goals?
What are your goals? Charlie? Goals? I'm going to pack this fucking thing as high as I can. That's my goal. And my second goal is to keep this lighter going without burning my thumb.
Yeah, well, that's a good start, righto. Blakey, what about you, son? That was a tidy left footer you did the other night.
In a minute. I'm having another go.
It's my
Fuck
goal.
off, Ed.
It's my goal.
What are your goals? Fuck. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and I wouldn't mind, like, breaking free and getting on a lead every now and then. Oh, that's a good goal,
Hey.
Charlie. Can we build on that?
Not this year.
Not yet.
Oh, he's just there. Like. What are your goals, Zoe's? I'm going to drive my head into the turf.
Reduce my calf
hard as
injuries
I
on a
can.
Monday morning.
Blake, what are your goals? What are your goals?
I'm going for a run. Me and Cots are going for a run for 20 Ks. We'll see you in about 10 minutes.
I'll show you what's funny. See that?
Blake, stop poking the cows.
No. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, it's time for a trip to the farm again for the boys.
Yeah, off to Apollo Bay, is it?
Yeah. Whatever they do down there, stick a couple of pigs or something together, or
Yeah. It's the equivalent of it's the football Illuminati club out there.
Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, Bohemian Grove, Ocean Grove.
Ed's the Grand Wizard.
Wizard.
Pledge your allegiance, boys.
Satan is my leader. Oh.
You help us to do some tidy left footers. Hey, I tell you what I do hope they do next week is bloody pummel that little Pickett bastard.
Me too.
Just get into
Yeah.
him.
Mate, he before he does it to you,
Yeah, absolutely. Well, for what he did to
off the
Cripps
ball.
last year, get into him.
off the ball, just all the time. He can't help it.
Yeah.
He's just
Stand
white
on his,
line fever
stand
all
on
the
his
time.
foot.
Yeah, just sorry, mate.
Ring Took Miller and ask him, talk us through your grab technique. Do you twist it as well, Took, or do you just grab it?
Hey, Toby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give us some tips, mate.
Yeah. What do we do with Pickett? Right. Straight to the eyes. Okay. Thanks, mate. Good luck next week. Yeah, all right. Oh, videos? All right. Yeah, send some videos. Yeah. Thanks, mate. Good. Yeah, go straight for the eyes. Just sort of, make it like surround him so that no one can see and there's no cameras.
Yeah, like police do when they arrest someone.
Yeah. And just start the gouging.
With Owies and Acres on the bottom.
Yeah. Just bring Juddy out for a couple of minutes.
The sad thing is, to his holds.
Yeah.
Pressure point. The sad thing is, I'm only half joking too.
No, he pisses me off because he starts a lot of trouble, that guy.
Yeah.
And it gives him momentum.
And gets away.
I don't like it.
And gets away with it too, little bastard.
Yeah. I remember last year. I think it was last year. First round, and there was all this talk about head trauma and that. He launched into Bailey, the dogs, into Bailey Smith.
Yeah.
Launched like full ball, like aimed for his head.
And if his reflexes were any
Took
slower,
him out.
No, Bailey's his reflexes were so good that he sort of he avoided real bad contact.
Like it was intense.
But he bloody got Cripps, and he did the same thing. He left the ground and launched at him, broke his nose.
Yeah. Shit.
That was in the final, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I don't know how he gets a game. Oh, I do.
Cripps
He
soldiered
keeps
on for the
fucking
last
going.
quarter or whatever with broken nose. Yeah, he's a little
Come on,
shit.
Cripper.
Real little shit.
Come on, Cripper. Go, Cripper. Get some back. Get some back.
Hey, I
I
reckon
think we've got to...
Carroll as a sub would work better than maybe Kennedy as a sub, don't you?
Well, yeah, definitely keep Kennedy on the ground. Yeah.
I think
mean,
Carroll
hey, what do we
would
do
have
with...
maybe made a difference on Friday night. I think he would have been a really good sub.
What do we do with Orazio now? Because I've been giving him I've given him a long leash. I've given him 8 weeks.
If you watch the game, objectively, I don't have huge issues with him. I don't think he's any worse.
Okay.
I don't think he's any worse than Durden. That's for sure.
Okay.
And he did a few good things. He got a free kick, and should have got a goal. He missed it, but he got a free kick because he attacked the contest really hard. I think Dacos actually grabbed him high and I saw that.
And
so he got a free out of that. He did some good smothers. He does.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'll go with that. Like I like I said, I've given him like a lot. I've given him a lot. I like to sell. I love a good comeback. Like Akers was one of those.
The one we read. Sorry.
Everyone was like, that fucking guy, Akers, So I love a good. I just want to Orazio, and one of his awesome goals against the fence, and he was copping all sorts of advice, as they call it. And he kicked the goal beautifully, and as he ran off, he was just going.
Yeah.
to the crowd, and I was just like, I like this guy.
Hey, look, and you know what? Run him through the middle here and there because at Essendon he was quite a handy midfielder as well as a forward.
Was he?
Yeah. And in the practice
How
match,
big is he?
remember in the practice match he did that pirouette out of the middle past
Yeah.
Petrarca and delivered that
Yeah.
beautiful pass right to Harry's chest. See, I know.
Yeah, he's got some...
I refuse to join in the hating of that guy. I think he's
No,
good.
no, I'm not in there.
Yeah.
No, I'm not in there. I'm just
a lot
curious.
of people are. I'm not saying you are, but you listen to a lot of podcasts or whatever. Oh, that Fantasia. And, you know, and the social media groups. Fantasia, worst decision ever, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, no,
all that
not
crap.
at all. Not at all. No, I was more angry. I get more angry at the money that Charlie's on. You know, I get more angry about that. That's when you should be performing. I mean, I don't. So yeah, yeah. How big is he? What size is he?
Couldn't
Like,
tell you.
what is he?
Couldn't tell you.
Is he?
There's not many guys under 6 foot. You know,
Yeah. Okay.
if they're under 6
He's
foot,
not-
they're 5'11" type thing. You know, there's not many guys smaller than that. There is a few, but
Yeah.
Durden might be 5'10" or.
Tell you what they did. They did outline how we are quite a big side now when they were running out in the race.
Yeah.
They were saying, "Have a look at these guys! Like they're fucking solid, man."
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to figure out like whether he's a small forward or is he a hybrid or is he a midfielder or, you know, like where's his what's his thing?
No, yeah, and I was thinking out loud when you're saying that. I was thinking it actually wouldn't hurt to chuck him through the midfield here and there to get his hands on it a bit more, and because he is a bit of a playmaker, that's for sure.
Yeah,
so
he's quick.
He can be, yeah.
He sort of reminds me a little bit like Jack Martin. Like he's got that toughness, but he's not a big guy.
Well, I was going to say before, if there's one person we need back in the forward line, it's bloody Jack Martin.
Yeah,
I mean, whatever they got to do to get that guy's body right, they should just bloody do it. And if it takes 6 months, I don't care.
Yeah.
Or if he misses a holiday at the end of the year, tough luck. Just get in shape and get on the field. We need him really badly.
Good investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. He's a real playmaker, that guy.
And he's tough.
Yeah.
He's tough.
Yeah, he doesn't get pushed around. Accurate goal kicker.
Yep. Classy disposals.
Yeah.
Reads the play beautifully.
Yes. Yeah, he's got all that. Yeah, he's got all that.
Tackles hard.
Yeah. He's like, I think he's about, I think it was 3 to 4 weeks away. So.
Still.
But then, so maybe, if we can hang in the 8 and then get some players back and then push on from there. Push back up the ladder.
Yeah. I mean, look, what do we got coming up? Melbourne.
I did the live ladder all the way to the end and we were still in the 8.
Okay, good. I'm not hopeful.
And I didn't favour us.
Not hopeful against Melbourne. Sydney at home, I think we can still beat them.
They can drop a game, Sydney.
They can, yeah.
Well, we know anyone can now. Geelong were unbeatable, last week, and now they're just like the rest of us,
Geez, didn't Hawkins look a bit past his prime? He was looking. He just looked lost in at sea. It was a bit sad.
I didn't watch it. So
yeah, he looked really. For the first time, I thought, oh man, maybe it is over for Hawkins.
Well, he oils up well.
We know what that means. Hey, what about quickly before we go? Votes. I know, it was a bizarre facial expression, wasn't it? Who's got your 3? Mills?
Millsy. Hey, Grunter. 3 votes. Oh, shit, this is hard. Harry.
Wow. Okay.
Harry just doesn't stop. Does not stop. It's real. Well, I'm going to go Newman, 2.
Yeah.
1 vote I will give to. Ooh, shit. I'm gonna just give Akers a vote. I'm gonna keep him in it.
Yeah.
But there wasn't really any standout players to me. I mean, I probably should have given Owies because he kicked a couple of goals, but just the hard workers for me. Yeah, that's what I'm after. Not like 2 goal spurts.
Me
like
too.
I want
Yeah, me too.
4 quarters
Yeah.
of hard footy. You know.
So
What about you, mate?
Yeah, I've gone Newman for 3. I thought
Yeah.
thought he was great. His disposal
Yeah.
is just amazing as well.
Yeah.
His positioning, his tackling, and then his disposal. He had a great game. I thought Akers deserved 2 for his work rate up and back and key moments. And I'm going to give Hewitt 1 just for the way he's just toiling away every game and just getting in there.
The way he gets into those tackles.
Oh, well, yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Ball!
Mate, they all got run down. All the midfield got run down at different points.
I know.
We're not a fast midfield.
No. I'll give an honourable mention I'd like to give to Boyd because I reckon, geez, he's tough. I like him. I like his style. I hope he builds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like Boyd.
I'd give an honourable mention to Harry and TDK and Pitto probably as well.
I love that whole experiment.
Yeah, I do too.
I love the dual ruck thing.
Yeah.
It seems like it's a bit of a trend now, and I reckon if we get ahead of the curve of that, I reckon that could be a real asset, a really good asset, game changer.
Yeah.
But who knows? Who knows?
Good to talk, mate.
Yeah. Well, I hope it works out all right. The sound and the everything worked out okay. Can you put it up soon so I can watch?
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, mate.
Have fun.
Onward and upward.
My mouse is not working. Hang on. Oh, yes.
Smash it, mate.
Smash it like it's Pickett. All right, mate. See ya.
Cheers.